at the CARES 2023 conference. CARES stands for Community and Renewable Energy Scheme, and it's delivered by the team at Local Energy Scotland. We have a few key themes for today's conference, one of those being community involvement in achieving net zero. We also have themes around community benefit funds and shared ownership of wind farms, and also a major theme is the decarbonisation of community buildings.
I think it's vital for communities to be involved in renewable energy projects. Energy infrastructure is something that has been done to people for decades, if not generations, with very little agency and ownership over the process. So by moving to community-owned energy solutions or community-partnered energy projects, communities actually have a stake in it. They can benefit not only from renewable energy and lower bills, they can also benefit potentially from income sources and just all the benefits that flow from actually being engaged in a process and engaged in having ownership over that energy infrastructure, rather than it be owned by third parties or foreign companies. It actually belongs to the people.
So I think one of the things that was surprising was working with the local development officer, Gemma. I think from our perspective, having that level of support, having that level of engagement for us was beneficial. We would never have been able to achieve our outcomes without that help. That for us was very, very surprising. We weren't just left alone to go ahead and just do this project on our own.
It was raised awareness that the existence of CARES Local Energy, and we applied, or we did an initial expression of interest. And then just worked through the proposal with them. So we also, when we did it, it was a few years back, we got some assistance from Zero Waste Scotland, or Waste Resilient Scotland, and that undertook a feasibility study to identify what would be the best form of renewables to approach in our building.
If communities get this right and get their structure right in the first place and develop a good relationship with the wind farm developer, it can result in a really solid income stream over many, many years, and can also give them more ownership over what happens in their community and more of a say in terms of how money is spent locally.
The Scottish Government supports CARES because we know that when communities are looking at projects that might, have community energy, it's a very complex landscape, and CARES is that, I suppose, that sort of bank, that hive mind of knowledge to take people through that journey so that they know what they're doing. This is people who are volunteers, and without someone like CARES helping them, communities could be working in silos on their own, learning everything from scratch. But the fact that they've got CARES on the other end of the line, so to speak, means that journey is less complicated, so more projects are getting done as a result.
The Scottish Government are committed to ending Scotland's contribution to climate change by 2045.
We need to look at that. Our long-term sustainability and renewables plays a part in that. So as part of our board of trustees and myself, we look at that as part of our future strategy around energy saving and sustainability.
One of the keys to accessing local CARES energy is to also think about community asset transfer and taking control of community assets in your community. So look at the legislation, speak to your local authority, get assistance from Development Trust Association Scotland, and try and get control of the asset so that you can have renewables on that asset.
We've also installed a 20 kilowatt solar panel system, and now we are in process working with Local Energy Scotland to basically move forward on our heating resource, primarily a ground source heat pump, hopefully.
Well, I guess the message I would say is, there are probably lots of conversations had with neighbours and friends in the communities about what you might want to do. Why not ask the experts and just see how realistic your thoughts and dreams for your community could be, and start the journey? And you could look back on it in 5-10 years time and think that was the best thing that we ever did for this community.